Hi everyone, this is Dave from Dandy App, maker of MyFitnessDJ. I just wanted to share with you a few of the things that I've been up to and to share some MFDJ love. So big news was yesterday, the end of March 2018 is when Apple released iOS 11.3, which means that that really pesky UI freeze in the first few seconds of playing a track is gone. It's completely thawed, and I'm really thrilled about that. So download the latest operating system for your iOS device, and the freeze will be gone. Yay! Some other things I wanted to show you, if I go to Tools here, and it'll be in version 2.9.24, which should be released in the next few days. Again, early April 2018. One of the first things I want to show you, if I add a new playlist, you'll see that there's now a new description field. So not only can I name it the greatest, but I can say really the greatest. And then in my playlist itself, you'll see the name of the playlist and you'll see the description. Now that description is also searchable. So if I go to search and I type greatest, I will see any playlists that have greatest in the name of the playlist, in the description, as a title of one of the tracks, or as the artist of one of the tracks. So a really great way to search through many playlists. So I'm going to select the playlist and I'm going to build it. So now with Studio Edition, there are a lot of options for building the tracks. You can add URLs from Apple Music or from Vimeo or from YouTube. You can also record your own video. So if you just maybe want to record a little safety video or something like that on your device, then you can import it there. You can make tag-along tracks. You can do MyFitnessDJ trending, which I'll show you in a bit. I'm just going to import from my music library, and I'm going to use an existing playlist. Once you have if the playlist is existing, there's these little plus marks on the side, and I'll just choose all of the tracks of again and again. So it pulls all the tracks in. It gives me a chance to choose a preset for the first one. And so for the first one, I just did a zone increase. So now this is a little indication of how ticker tape is really useful. Even in the track list, the background of the track itself shows you the zones that this track is going to have. So as I play it, not only do I hear the music playing, I see the progress meter moving along, but I also see exactly which zone I'm going to be in at any point. The cue look ahead here at the bottom shows me the cue that's coming next. So I can see just in one really simple glance nearly everything about this particular playing track. So now I'm going to go back. I'm going to add, for this one, I'm going to do, now if there's no presets assigned for a track, you can just hold down. I'm going to do shrinking intervals on this one. And so then my ticker tape shows up, longer, then not as long, less long, less long, less long for the working intervals. And again, the ticker tape shows up there in the background of the track list. Let's see, for all the right moves, let me try, I really like zone spikes for that one. And boom, it shows up. Now, if I want to test, maybe I'm going to jump all the way up here and see how it worked out. So what I'd really like to hear is some really huge increase or crescendo or something that moves in the music at exactly the point of red. It is now. That one worked out absolutely perfect. Now, if it doesn't always work perfectly, and by the way, it doesn't, you can scrub back, you can kind of listen to the music, find the place maybe where this next easy really should start. It's the easy between moderate and hard. I select it. 5, 6, 7, 8, set now. And that way that cue will fire at exactly that point. You can see that everything has been adjusted. So I'm going to show you something else that I'm really pretty excited about. When you have the cue done exactly as you want, you can swipe left, tap more, and you get some new options. And there's this new use as template. So I know a lot of you have asked, how can you most easily recycle work in MyFitnessDJ? This is your new answer. You can copy and paste. You can still do that from one playlist to the other. But if, when you swipe and tap more, now that of course requires Power Pack or Studio Edition, but you'll get this option for use as template. So that means that the next time I import all the right moves from my library, it'll automatically use these cues on that track. So I know a lot of you have asked about that. Another thing that's really pretty cool, let's see, for a Runaway Baby, I'm gonna make this one in under, over, under, which is my my way of doing thresholds, which I really love. It's not very long, so it doesn't do a long one. You know, just for a kick, so I'm going to do a longer one to give you a better indication. So this track is 5 minutes, so if I do under, over, I'll get more like 3 of those. Now, on the track itself, I'm going to swipe left, I'm going to tap more, and I'm going to add a tag. So now I have a chance, I can add all of these hashtags, and I'm going to add threshold. That means that this track now has the tag threshold. You could do anything like climbs or sprints or meditation or cool down or whatever you want to classify the tracks as, you can. So now I've said this Things Just Ain't the Same is a threshold track. So if I go back to my playlist now, this is the really cool part. When I say add, there's this new option called create a new smart playlist, and it has the hashtag. I do that. I'm going to call this one my threshold playlist, and the tag that it's going to look for is, you guessed it, threshold. You can use more than one tag and it will require all of them be there. Create smart playlist, and there. So I now have this new playlist that's set up. Pause, by the way. I have this new playlist that's set up. It's a smart playlist, which I know because it shows up as light blue. If I tap it, it will search all the tracks on this particular device for the tag threshold. So if I had several, and hopefully I would have spelled it right, if I had several, all of those would come in, and that it's real time. So if I now go back, let's say, for instance, I go back here, I'm pretty sure, let's just pretend, oh, this is a threshold. Blame it on Waylon. I love this one, by the way. So let's say that I call this a threshold, and I've just added a new tag to existing library. If I select my threshold playlist, boom, it shows up. So a few really great new features that I'm really excited about. There's always some questions about tempo tools under for Studio Edition. Let me give you an example. I'll go back to Waylon because I really like Waylon. So we're playing along. I go Tempo Tools. In the Studio Edition, I tap Tempo Tools. Now, it can't auto-detect because this is an Apple Music track, but I can tap the beat, and I tap to the place that my right foot would be going down. So just right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. And there's my beat per minute. I can say set beat per minute. I can go back, and if I'm watching, here is 64 beat per minute at the bottom. I'm going to quickly go back here, though, Tempo Tools, because this was another request. Always show the tempo. And if I select that, go back to my plain screen, it moves up to the top, and it's always there. So no matter what's going on with this particular track, it's always going to show the RPM, or the beat per minute. So can't believe that I forgot to tell you one of my favorite new features if I choose the playlist. So there's a new info tab at the bottom that gives you some quick links. So there's the quick start video that a lot of you have seen, the features list that a lot of you know. It's in there. That's features that people ask for all the time, but actually is already in the app. And then there's MyFitnessDJ trending tracks, maybe some of you are familiar with. But if you tap on that, it brings you to the list of all the MyFitnessDJ trending tracks. It'll show you the last 25. And this is how easy. Are you ready? Are you set for just how easy it is to import this? So like the middle, let's say that I like it. I have a playlist selected in MyFitnessDJ. So I just tap the ticker tape and open in MyFitnessDJ, open. MyFitnessDJ will open. It asks whether or not I want to include it. I say, yes, please. And then when I go back to my playlist, that track, in fact, it will autoplay a lot of the time. The track is imported. The cues are imported. And if I were to go here to look at edit, I see right down here, it is locked. That means it's an Apple Music track. And there's the Apple Music URL that if I share this playlist with anyone, they'll be able to import it just as easily. So I forgot about that, the new info tools. That's a lot of the new stuff. I really hope you find it as useful as I hope it is. Always, always, always give me feedback. Let me know how you're using MyFitnessDJ, new creative things that I can do to help you be a better instructor. And that is always my goal. That was my Fitness DJ love for the day. Have a great day.